am going to show you today how to put together a centerpiece for your holiday table. First we're going to do a vase for the center of the table, and then I'll show you how to do a bowl with oasis, or you could use chicken wire that's wrapped up in there. And so I picked some things that came out of the garden, some magnolia, some of this fir. Actually, you could probably even cut it off your Christmas tree if you wanted to. A little bit of cedar with some blue berries that are on it, two different kind of hollies, and some pine cones. And I also cut an oak branch, and then also a branch with no leaves. And all this kind of stuff. You can also use any kind of fruits. This is a pomegranate. You can use it whole until maybe the day of Christmas, and you can slice it open and show the seeds on the inside, which is really festive. And also some grapes, which we will then hang from the side, either of our bowl or our vase. And then I did purchase some white flowers that we'll use in the vase, and then cut a couple of things out of the yard. Again, this is the pink floral petalum, some grasses, and a little bit of clara. Oh, and I also purchased a poinsettia that you can use either in the pot with the dirt and then hide all around it, or you can cut it and use it as a fresh branch.
How do you know what pieces to start with?
I usually try to figure out what kind of movement I want in the vase. And I will say that this one, you're going to have to take off the table before you eat because it's going to be big and tall. If you want to have something that sits on the table while you eat, you need to keep it low so that you can look over it at one another. It's not blocking your face. So first of all, I'm going to do a tall one, obviously, with this big vase. And so I think about what sort of movement I want with it. And I definitely want this to flow to the side right here. I really love the texture on the magnolia leaves. And then once I have that, then I'm going to do kind of a fill, and then I'll do details at the very end.
If I'm foraging in my backyard, what should I look for?
Okay, you want to look for evergreens, which are going to be plants that are not dropping their leaves at the moment. So they're going to have, a lot of them are going to have needles, or they are keeping their leaves on right now. So like this pink floral petal right here, it is not dropping leaves whatsoever. So I can easily utilize that. And this really dark color is going to be great against red and white, very Christmassy, kind of things. And when you add white to it, it's going to have this really great backdrop for any kind of flowers that you end up putting in between.
Is there an art of how to place materials?
Well, yes, and that's a secret. No, yes, everybody has a different aesthetic. You want to make sure that you have height as well as things that are low and hang over. And eventually you are going to feel like, okay, this is beautiful, it's finished. But I would say that what you want to do is make sure that everything is balanced, that you have light and dark colors, that you have lots of different textures, and so like for example, I put these taller stock up high, but I also cut some so that I'm going to make sure that it's down low. And I'm going to put cones on each side. You could also add maybe a couple of small ornaments in between just to give it a pop of color that maybe matches your Christmas tree, or any kind of ornaments that you might put on the table. You could consider doing a little bit around your vase along the table, sort of like a a garland. You might take, some pieces like this and cut them in high.
How do you wire grapes?
How do you wire grapes? That's a really good question. So I'm actually going to use these to hang off the side of my bowl. And so I have there, you can purchase them, or you can probably make them yourself even if you wanted to, but they're little picks with a wire on the side of it. And so I am just taking the pick and wiring it onto the branch of the grape, and then once I get my oasis situated in this pot, then I'm going to just take the pick and stick it into the oasis, and then eventually, I'm going to fill all around it, so you won't even be able to see the pick. And also just use plain water, but if you use any kind of significant branches without sticking them in, they're going to fall forward. One good thing with the oasis is you can stick it straight up and it will stay where it is. The other thing you can do is take chicken wire and bundle it into a ball and put it into the center of your bowl. You could tape it down if you wanted to, but then you take the branches and put it into the balled up chicken wire, and it will also stay where you want it to. And then you don't have any thing like Oasis that you have to throw away after your holiday. But hopefully this is going to last for quite a while. You can probably leave it in for even 2 weeks or so, change out the fruit as necessary. If you do put any kind of flowers in it, you can just pull those out.
What is your favorite holiday material to use for an arrangement?
That's a good question. I really like Cryptomeria, and actually I did not pick any. That's terrible. But it is Cryptomeria as an evergreen, and it has dark green as well as the new growth is light green, and it really is kind of an upright and arching branch, and I really love the movement of that, and it's a great filler. You can also wire it so that you can change the direction of your branch, so you can wire it so that it actually moves upward or is more dramatic bending downward, and the Cryptomeria would be really easy for that.
Are you ever nervous cutting your branches?
Typically not. This is just a branch out of the woods, so if I really messed it up, I could go get another one. But I do like these. This is my personal preference, where it has lots of lichen all over it, gives it also kind of that Christmassy feel to it, and I like the wildness of the look.
Do you always have fresh arrangements in your home?
Yeah, of course I do. I oftentimes do. I still have mine from Thanksgiving up, and I put a table runner. I have a very long rectangular dining room table, and so I usually put a table runner, and I collect lots of things from outdoors, so I will put acorns and pressed leaves, and for Thanksgiving I took small oranges and laid them all over the table. I actually had orange candles in candle holders that were a little bit orangey, and I put little vases, lots of them, all the way across, with various things that I picked out of my yard, but I also purchased.
What are your tips on mixing fake decor with real materials?
I actually like that, especially if that is what you enjoy in your decor. I would definitely definitely use some things that might be fake. You certainly take ornaments and hang them in. You could certainly take maybe some snowflakes and either make them or purchase them. Little bitty reindeer, put them across. Anything that you enjoy having on your table. The other thing you can certainly do is use spray snow and coat maybe some of the branches that you might put in here, or the tips of some of your ornaments.
What made you choose grapes?
I like the way they hang. They're I like the way that it's something that you can easily lay on the table and sort of adjust how they are laying, and then utilize other things next to it to create a little vignette. But I also like the way that they flow, that you might use